Hey guys, Ryan Neal here again with Amped Up Sports. So, my last segment, I looked over the offensive side of the ball and what's the pros and cons of every position. So now we're going to look at the defensive side of the ball, which from last year, you can't get any worse. That's the thing, is that we were so bad last year, there's no way, there cannot be a way that this defense is worse than last year. So we're going to start with the defensive line, just like we did with the O-line. We'll start with the D-line. This defensive tackle is probably the biggest question mark on our defense right now. It's a lot of transfers from lower end schools, group of five schools that, there's a big jump when you come from the group of five to SEC play. There's a big one right there. So seeing if those guys can gel in, and we don't have much depth with Mason Smith and Mikai Wingo leaving, that we lost our nearly two of our best defensive players last year. Those two guys held down the fort up front, the little they could. Um, so they held it down, and so defensive tackle is going to be the biggest question mark. We don't know depth. We don't know who's going to start. That is by far. Hopefully, Ole Miss doesn't run all over us again. Defensive end, we're going to be switching up Harold Perkins up there. He's going to jump up there to Mike linebacker. Kevin Peoples, our linebackers coach, and the defensive line coach, Bo Davis, has said that they want to throw him all over the place, give different looks, throw off an offense. Where's Harold Perkins? Put him in a different look every play. And so that's going to be, I think our defensive end, pass rush should be good. Deshaun Womack, sophomore, coming in last year, his freshman year, he was great. The times we played him, I think we should have played him more, but Brian Kelly said he was still learning some of the roles. So not my question, but let's see him roar this year. Going on the linebackers, second best position group on the team. You have Greg Penn, who's returning, I think, a redshirt senior who's coming in with Harold Perkins. Those two guys should be able to hold it down. You have West Weeks and Whit Weeks, the brothers, right behind them. If any injuries happen, just put them in. Both of them should be able, and probably starters on other teams, should easily be able to come in there and make a name for themselves. Um, Defensive backs. Last year, this group was terrible. This year, you're adding in more veterans, and you're getting those freshmen who had a lot of playing time, saw their mistakes last year, and now they're going to come in and hopefully they're going to gel together and they're going to actually. And with Corey Raymond back there, they should definitely be better. Hopefully, and with the training, with the fall camp notes, I've been hearing a lot more pass breakups, interceptions by the defensive backs. Hopefully, that's not a bad thing on Garrett Nussmeier, but a good thing that defense is actually being competitive. So overall, with the defense, the two biggest factors on defense is going to determine if they're good or not. Can defensive backs finally learn the technique a little bit better, to learn the game, and be more gelled together? And you can tell their confidence was lacking last year, and understandably. And then defensive line. What's the deal? Because normally LSU defensive line is top notch. This time, we don't know this year. We're going to see. But I'm pretty confident Bo Davis turning that position group around in a year or two. But this year, it's a little bit of a hesitation in that. So starting week 1 against USC, we're going to find everything out. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to being there. Keep on following me. My name's Ryan Neal with Amped Up Sports. Pleasure to be here, and thank you.